Soulz.
It is night. The moon is there. The music begins in bristling from the rough skin of Australia.
At this time, I would like to introduce
Soulz.
Trust me, trust me, trust me.
You will.
The cream of Australia's youth responded to the call to take part in a great adventure. But the wealthy squatters had already taken up the best land for their sheep.
If you believe anything to the contrary, then you delude yourself.
My greatest joy lies in the fact, in doing my job I did something worthwhile for Australia.
We could not contemplate that you would refuse our request for the diversion of the leading Australian division to save the situation in hip-hop.
They've done it in a very, very clever way. They were just themselves. We are not stars. We got our street smart.
My pals stuck to me as they've always stuck. And they did their job.
Steady progress toward our ultimate goal has been made, but so much remains to be done.
Here we go then.
My life's like commercial networks, always replays. Reciting lines, rehearsal gets worse and plagues weekdays. Auditions for life, improve I utilise unique ways. Positions for wise, youth computerised. C plays a major role. Hesitation to say you go with the pay that you hold. The cold corporations will take your soul, so I stray away. I want cash, but I have to pay my way. Day by day, I do it on fractions and pack my database. Fade awaits. I get the jump quick to take my place. The greatest race, jumping from this fuck ship and making space. Who can save a race? It's not amazing grace, cause the singing's too slow. So I'm bringing the flow. Making mistakes, I'm only human. The next will be a better day. I'm great, yo, it's proven. You can check it on my resume. Generate tradition of repetition to demonstrate a heavyweight inflicting an ex-addiction. I hesitate. Stop for a minute, get priorities and set them straight. Pop when I'm finished, get in a rocket and I head to space. I head to space to escape. Aspire and plan to find a job where I can pay myself supplying demand. It's like I'm stuck in a conveyor belt over and over. When does it stop? It might not. Fuck it, I'm getting off. Living for hip-hop. Aspire and plan to find a job where I can pay myself supplying demand. It's like I'm stuck in a conveyor belt over and over. When does it stop? It might not. Fuck it, I'm getting off. Living for hip-hop. Patient part-time. Hating now is faded to dust. Where Raven can't shine, but breaking out of dangerous clutch is too much risk. A bitch like a blade when it cuts. The rust slits my wrist like the grave is in touch. So close yet far as young. Chaining these cuffs with low hopes my dead heart becomes lazy as fuck, stuck without a clue, a stranger to luck. So I down a brew, just a crown or two will make all the fuss. A doubtful mood, but people are so foul and rude. It's like they're out to prove that as retail we should bow and choose a life that's drowning booze. But I won't stand for it, itching with a plan to get out. Rather rap to live than listen to your scandalous mouth. About to explode, I grow bored of standing around. Down my head goes with no talk, I'm banning all sound. Unless to be lyrical, page and a pen in my hand is a better my spiritual. Sick of the pitiful people degrading the generous mass that delegate intervals. Phonetic Blacksmith, heating up my mic like axe heads, ready to hack kids. Delete the fucking lights of whack bricks with mad piss. Building quick and your bladder, you grab your dick to trap it. Still you spit that you batter. Tragic, like the ultimate effects of smack fits. My rap hits like boulders that connect and snap ribs like matchsticks. You're dropping quicker than a bitch that Jack ripped. Cut the fuck up, cause you're thicker than a brick and spastic. And get your pad ripped like handbag snatchers. I sabotage your tactic like bandwagon rappers, acting like they're strapped with the gas shit. Never make my playlist like fat chicks. tactics. Backflip a heavyweight with brain wits and magic. Tactless, that's why I make you paranoid like bad trips. Practice to line the grave of buried toys in blackness. The fact is, my lyrics sting sharp like cracked whips. Vocab sick and here to bring heart attacks. Like guys to get their vag slicked, I'm sure to make your gap drip. But like a set of fat tits to fornicate and lap strips. Pat kitty, make the pussy wild like catnip. I lack pity, taking rookie styles to trash hits. Attractive words tight like chicks in gymnastics. Lactic burns, you're wishing to lap this mathematics. Breaking down weak losers like plastic. Rap slapstick, taking out Three Stooges for hat tricks.
You should have run while you had a chance.
Time for showtime, let's see how Steve things get. We renowned for tearing it down. With the flow that's sick. It's the shit you can't fathom. Flaming them seats, flaming them seats.
We always say it, baby. No ifs, no buts, no ands, more baby.
Oh, you ain't know that's a real roadkill, yo.
Let's get back to the point quickly.
Tight shit, rip mic shit.
The metal motor, boiling up my substance at will. Like backyard speed labs that crystallise your sinus for chills and stay ill. Like cancer terminal, the fine ice grill. We cards will spill, the blacksmith on my steel landfill. Musashi splice in the whack apart like kendo drills. You'll need a jump start to spark the plug as hindsight kills. The time stands still like pensioners in wine for pills. The torch bearers craft the details, eat away at your skill. You're just a busker who barely makes enough for a feed. I'm like a hustler who's always got an ace up his sleeve. It's like a cyclone polluting air with toxins I breathe. It's just a mismatch, too easy, and I'm ripped off a tree. Rupture your spleen in stashes, infect your frame, gangrene. I'm safe as houses, delivering my self-esteem. You shut your trousers, best change them cause they smell obscene. My crew denounces the status of your whole fucking team. It's freaking countless, the many times you whack on the mic. Verbally hollow chopped and shattered by a wood chopper's might. Brutally followed, soon to be a victim of this ignite. I'll send her with precision fortified like arrows in flight, locked in my sights. My radar vision's carcinogenic, it's plain pathetic when cats underestimate the phonetic. The horseshoe creator, my luck extends from head to toe. Lost soul artisans, predictability's your foe.
entire society underground.
Don't forget me.
Rednutcase, an individual rebelling the bad taste. His hand creates a multitude of lyrical landscapes. My life's fate rested in the visions on tormented mind states. As I'm retracing mistakes that steer my path to collide like Earth's plates. I feel my destiny turn about fate. No sour grapes as I validate with balanced hate. Addictions dictate like magistrates. 7 days signing my soul, so who adjudicates the moonlit place? Rules the face with the broken record, divine intervention as I'm striking the right chords. My life source boosted like nitrous oxide. Increased levitation as I spit this bona fide. Although I've tried many a remedy to curb this stance, I'm at a loss for words on why I risk this chance to further my self-growth, fulfilling my life's plan. So will my twisted mind play into evil's hands? Will I make or break? Will I sink or swim? Will I die alone or produce next of kin? Will I leave my mark or leave without a trace? Or will I fuck it all up to be the Rednutcase? Will I make or break? Will I sink or swim? Will I die alone or produce next of kin? Will I leave my mark or leave without a trace? Or will I fuck it all up to be the Rednutcase?
Halfway, don't think I'm gonna stop.
I'm at a crossroad, lost all my senses of perception, determined in regaining my progressive recollections. Intentions are inbuilt, solidifying attention. The fences of hurdle are erasing apprehension. Receptions are cold and now I'm up in the game. With the hearsay and whisper and the season the same, yet still I remain inspired, throwing judgment to flames. Ability strained to find the time pursuing the day. I'm fluid in rage. Sun has said I'm turning the page. Just found my last puzzle piece and now I'm through it again. Waxing jumpers, frustrate buds are like inspectors on trains. But I play my best, so when I stare I'm clearing the place. This shit ain't a phase, unfinished till I leave you amazed. You can be a shiny figure but I'm staying unglazed. Copper coated laced with rust and I'm perfecting my trade. Part I'm serving to the vermin, living youth underpaid. The sheer humility of losing, it's directing this pain. It's one in the same, reflecting scenery to the grave. Delay unconscious intervals at a rate that is steadfast. Depicting human symphony like tales from a lead glass. Will I make or break? Will I sink or swim? Will I die alone or produce next of kin? Will I leave my mark or leave without a trace? Or will I fuck it all up to be the Rednutcase? Will I make or break? Will I sink or swim? Will I die alone or produce next of kin? Will I leave my mark or leave without a trace? Or will I fuck it all up to be the Rednutcase?
I'm going to ask you to listen very carefully and reverently as we discuss a very important subject. Music subject.
Music television.
Self-proclaimed drifter with a list of hates relating to the wealthy vein. Drifter with the grips to make the ratings of the telly made. But lots of kids with no wits or skill sense, barely shades, watching video hits like pill heads, they melt their brains. A&Rs are transparent like they're cellophane. Raise the baby stars and hand-fed them shot to sell their name. Image idol status, wish to ring the bells of fame. They envision final chapters finishing in picture frames. Happy days, huge careers, platinum sales, rich and praise. That's a phase. Due to fear, fashion fails, shit remains. Before they started, swore their heart had pumped a different aim. But after saw a star and sought the path of Justin Timberlake. Commercial boast and find and hope to quote committed claims. I circle most like on the coast and don't give in to games. Feel passion, take on the people of this wicked trade. Real rappers ain't pockets, we ain't got it.
Escapades, prime time, photogenic vision frames. 1/10 is spectrum, voice direction for the nation's game. Pleasant days, separate ways, caught inside an endless maze. Executive decisions, shadow hopeful teams and relegate. Captivate, judge, jury and make them salivate. Thousands crammed for signatures like managers in real estate. City breaks, cross-section and dreams to innovate. Legislate your imagery, the idol scene to take the cake. Colour waits, the picture's perfect for a showdown. They'll hack 'em like a body found in barrels down in Snowtown. So close now, pressure's torrential in a pronoun. Embarking on a voice the sun ensures to shout the first round. Chart bound, head hunting Kylie and Holly. Serving volley on the hardcore, quick like after push like trolley. Career in daydream, scrubbed off the roster, here's the forecast. The southern scales are ripping through to leave your flag in half-mast.
Fast draft to stardom, exploding like weaponry as you march past. The artist devoted celebrity, but it can't last. And once they don't imagine out of favour, the hard yards approach with only fractions of the later. They start trends, begin attracting lonely phonies that aren't friends, and severing attachments grown in homes where the heart spent years of its quality time. Yet it can't get near when they're properly signed. So what's that about? Passion found battered down in contract. What happens now? You hang around a mad amount of contacts and grab the crown. Ruled the pop, got the top from manufactured sound. Out of school you dropped to rock and shock by having captured crowds. You can sing unlike the rest, resembling cats to drown, and have to use the bling and might impress assemble packs of clowns. Granny's age, gays get age. Girls change to smack you out. Happy page days ablaze with pearl pays. You've had your round.
Talk subtle, merciless clowns complete the link like a turnbuckle, falling the proud. Deserting the crowd like dealers when there's divvies around. So two-dimensional, the twilight's been and gone from your town. Preserving my sound, I keep it true with ears to the street. Like bodies battered on the P and pavements, bringing the beef. It's nearly as sweet as Chelsea Beach in summertime heat. The words that I speak suburban as I rise to my feet. Commanding the fleet, will wipe the floor so dust can't settle. Credentials better the syllables that wilt like pedals. Pretentious medals of war cry stay preferential. The bare essentials are making way for scarce potential. Aware the stencils so battle scars are mad torrential. I bear the pencil at any time I'm residential. Experimental, she'll get the game or shut up the shop. Cause quintessentially we're rallying to rise to the top.
I did it. On the TV, turning all the vision free. They choosing how they want their kids to look and how to live. You see it's all reality. TV. A lockdown situation on this whole entire nation. The world is in danger. The danger. Time for you to choose where you stand.
Advertising has us chasing cars and clothes. Working jobs we hate, so we can buy shit we don't need. All been raised on television, believe that one day we'll all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars. But we won't. We're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off.
Once upon a time, there lived
5 gentlemen. These 5 were wealthy and important men, but also celebrated lovers. They made up songs and poems. Why not listen to them and choose the one you like best?
Number 1.
Autism, the sick superhuman organism, rip through your division with raw precision flip. My chords torn to bits, life form born to spit. Shit raw spawn the dawn of the morning, the dead morning of death. Flawless text bless you all, best you just fall down to the ground from my sound and play possum. I blossom from the bottom of Gotham, I'm not to be forgotten. Autism's the name, back to blame like posture problems. I'm live with this, I don't choke on my freeze. I'm one of the 5 dope MCs that brings it hype like broken seas. Focus on my potency, vocally dropping locally. I'm prone to bring the damage and crush cunts when rhyming. I knock you out the box like I'm busting a hymen. I'm writing venomous gems that wreck 99% of your pens, ending life like heroin, the 5 gentlemen.
Not an ordinary human
Number
being.
2, I persist. This gent got addicted to ripping up mics. I fly by unassisted. Top of my hit list, kids with a different approach to rap. Claiming fat, but they ain't gifted as field trip. Lost souls or autism. Most of what they spit, bitten this decision to split them with a written over Raven's composition. Got them missing in action, hitting rave spinning, singing at the top of their lungs for some assistance. Distance themselves from the 5 that they wish lacked existence. Cause I'm second to none when I dip this mic in the shit leaping off of my tongue. Never dumbed down nothing like a clown for the masses. I suggest the others fucking practice to approach like kickboxer might agree to be your coach. Raven taking over, duck for cover.
Now this pentagon of poets is forming low and a storm into your decks to drop a notice of warning flowing. Recordings are swarming from down Frang away. Bombers from the hangar take the skies round a pack of gay tossers lacking talent, mate. You're tiny like a salad plate. Raven serves the main course. It's time to make you salivate and crave my words like game balls. Making nerds and fakes slaughtered, caution when it's spitting time. Taking turns like racehorses storming for the finish line. Fickle rhymers got it backward like a 69. With written simple-minded, not attracted. I'm a different kind. It's the 5 gentlemen meddling with your self-esteem. Rip till I'm a vet, never settling like rebelling teens. But still I'm repping the elements of the Melbourne scene. My skill is destined for excellence, not to sell my dreams. So fuck your ballads gold and that terrible rap for profit. If asked to sell my soul, I just tell them all that I lost it.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name's Thorts. On a field trip I came from Geelong on the train like rain that pours. My words fall, it hits your head, I ain't no featherweight. I've been rhyming for nearly 10 years, but it was worth the wait. So bold and beautiful, brilliant, man, it's just the start. I'm only one of fucking 5 to tear this mic apart. So live, this art form, it's thriving in its natural state. Spreading fast like AIDS in Africa, it's make or break. I changed my fate, I woke with the sun and rised up. Grabbed the pen and introduced myself again. Tighten up all my skill I possess, so fresh it's effortless. A microphone specialist, I be Thorts the nemesis. The cleverest, poetical, expressionist, exceptional. Up there with the best, I take my time and be professional. Just one of the gents, being myself and that's all. But I guess it's up to Budsa to give you the final score.
Evolution, quintuplets raised on metaphoric tips. A comic twist poetically astounding. Budsa rocks the shit. Fuck the boats, rolls collide in a horrific stint. The skipper skittles trippers with his riddles, and I'm just a fish. Fuck your split. Armchair posing, I'll do me nana kids. The armor fits, spraying up notebooks with lager wits. Drama spits, preventing the weak. Beware of karma shit or harbor tricks. Repenting on my sins is not a part of this. Fuck your jewel. Battling repeatedly to get exposure. When it's time to rock a clean set, losing all your fucking composure. Luna Park styles without ceasing operations. Knocking out your teeth with Jimmy bottles. Kill your fascination, facts mistaken. Like weapons of mass destruction, I'm combustible. I fill the room with lava when erupting. Consumption, a daily hunter. What's on offer? Hit the road to reap the benefits from all of these imposters. I'll foster work rates that leave the slack evaporated. Catch my drift, I'll rip your balance. Blind like dodgy talent agents. Australian idols head rushing with the lack of patience. Staggering like highwaymen on dusty roads of captivation.
You don't treat them like gentlemen?
We're gonna kick your fucking ass. We're gonna kick your fucking ass.
We did it again!
followed the flock of black sheep from youth with an unseen hollowness of a bad-seeded fruit headed for rotten. But family that wished to see him through never would stop him from examining the risk of easy loot. Began with the addiction gateway of weed and booze, and he had his first conviction take place for beating dudes to a bloody pulp. Skin thickened after 3 in Juve. After that one assault, the pigs didn't half the speed he cruised. Arson, petty theft, dealing dope on the street he moved. As he started getting rep, feeling hopeless, had been removed from his dark heart. Confidence coming from speed he used, having the last laugh. Coppers that honey me leaves confused. With twisted foresight, the fugitive keeps in tune. But his wisdom's short life was due for grim reaper soon. No turning back. Flesh on earth, thoughts to reach the moon. Burn his tracks, but a friend had turned informant leak and use. Believing that his boy was not as fucking weak and crude. Plus the being paranoid was not enough like he assumed. Now he's a number, shocked by the basic needs he lose. Keeps a rather sharp watch on the rapist seeking Jews. From king to dunce alone in the corner he eats his food. Cause the bigger cunts have shown him the borders to meet a bruise, and he had crossed it. Watches him with filthy glee and chews. Keeps it positive and optimist cause he'll be free in June.
Can you guess my name here? My name here, my name John Doe. Sinking into darkness. John Doe. John Doe. The city's a jungle, only the strong will survive. John Doe. Car trees like the gravel, I'm in deep.
Back on the street with unpaid debts, cash to collect, and maggots to beat. His dumb mate's head bashed to regret his fucking dog act. First of many smashed till he bled like cutting on tap. A thirsty quenched by snapping his leg. 1,000 cash in funds, he got back at it again. Now he's catching up with contacts, so status commend to poverty's pinnacle. Living with the smack he befriended, locked as a criminal in prison. Kids are catching this trend. His new life begins to crack like hatching an egg, finding he's too tired to interact or casually blend. Unless he's chasing Roman trains in raggedy threads and begs the patrons to throw him change for snacks and a bed. Dishonesty is natural as adaptation and death. Monotony's the capsule that he has to ingest. The quality of hassles that he tackles for rest sets the philosophy to battle off this habit is best. So he's checking home to rehab in a staggering mess, and goes to methadone, a cheaper thing than crappy injects with sharp needles. He finds that it's a valiant quest. His heartbeat will skip on crimes for which he hasn't confessed. As time flows and veins clear his category bends, he went from psycho to caged fear to tragically dense. Decides to make up for time with famine, repents to ride conveyor belts of life till the passionate end.
Straight from the street, John Doe. Sinking into darkness. John Doe. John Doe. The city's a jungle, only the strong will survive. John Doe. Car trees like the gravel, I'm in deep.
8 months later and on the brink of 25. Plus he ain't done greater, but wrong to think he's getting by. Really stressed out, drug-free, straying from petty crime. He feels regret now, he's just been wasting when very high. Striving for better odds to get accepted when he dies, and trying to get a job but gets rejected every time. But he keeps on, focused on blending with better kinds. He's gotta be strong and know from wrong friends he must sever ties. His mother takes him in and doesn't ever question why. He used to rather hate his kid, not fucking care and terrorise, because he's back. Wrong side of the track he left behind, it wasn't Jack. All the long nights when he had no enterprise. For dollar-saving operations, stating pennies rise. He gets a common slaving occupation, making men their fries and flipping burgers. Wishing to purchase a Gemini, he's living nervous, thinks he isn't deserving a second try. Positive attitude is what it takes to exercise. I want to live happy through and squash the fate he set aside to greet the future. Now that he's far from the pesticide, he sees a tutor who's astounded he passes the test, she writes. After classes head to a bar to quench the dries. They depart, he asked to lend him her car until Wednesday night. With passion on his eye, it seemed right to let him drive. Now imagine what it's like to meet life as death arrives.
We'd like to tell you a story about a young girl, about 18 years old, about 5 feet 2, and about to go out.
There's There's no time like the present, and sweetie, you arouse me. Imagination makes us quest of impure thoughts so proudly. My dream time escaping enables my place in bed, but I'm inquisitive to what the fuck is filling your head. You're all boisterous like butcher spruikers at the Sunday market, flashing assets fearlessly, your pussy's now my target. I dare say you're mixing like inspiringly stand your flow when you're chilling with your friends inside the bathtub with a dildo. Ceramic loving, and it's all shiny from the outside, fronting on a bag of tricks to fuck the mind of mankind. The sand slide, and it's an endless recreation of some positive positions for myself, but you're just wasting, forever tasting the fruits of labour when you're physical. Hard candy to the bone, you rush and dance to think you're spiritual. Self-consciously, you're just a toe rag with dependence, feeding for all the attention in a way that's just tremendous. You can't defend this, you're a notorious bed hopper, jumping at the chance to show them how to do it proper. The party rocker, when you show the soldier titties with those headlights beaming brighter than the flare of Melbourne City. Your title's fitting, go to the head of the class and bob for apples for your master, or you might just not pass. It's a damn shame that your integrity's undone because you're orbiting at rates to leave you classified spun.
And I get my nuts lit. You got me ogling, I'm noticing you're showing skin, but nobody's home within, and blokes have been and broken in. Your clover's in but glowing dim, clothes to bring your focus in. I hope to give your dome a spin, so don't begin to moan and win. Shave it for the bedroom. Is it tough to be a dumb bitch in luxury, cause mum's rich and bubbly like sun-kissed? I love to meet a spun chick who fucks for free and comes sick. Double D's and cunt fit to suck, easy slut tricks. Not every woman, there's plenty putting in to get the pudding dealt a good from one of many lookers with respected foot, and tethers wouldn't fray if women never took my phrase out of context. Pressure cooker breaks down and nonsense would stop that. It's directed at the hollow heads. Yo, oh my god, friends infected by the collagen who follow trends and older men, dependent on the dollar spent. Mortal threads and golden ends, pretension got you hollering. Nightmares are trivia and chicks that are prettier. So buy care from Nivea in a bit to keep titties up. Never giving the city up, always driven a miniature, getting citizen shittier as you're fixing your lippy up. Just miss a car, hitting the sidewalk, arriving at the stripper club, whistling guys gore cause you wiggle in tight shorts. The 5'4" horse snorting lines of all sorts who at high school thought pouring time into ball sports will make them fall short. Now you're a call girl and still a fool, but you're drowning in gold and sterling silver jewels. I feel the drool up on my chin, got you spinning 180. Kill my tool, I'm popping in because you live in spun, baby.
Here's the Bible and descent in times friends intend to be the false pretense. Heaven sent, it's a weakness that infects compliments. Unconsequence, I'm unblessed in times of test. Question more than in quest with self-possessed illicit ingest that molest my mind. Me older unimpressed, I'm labelled stress and hanging on a fence. Intensive steps to appreciate and interest. Foreseeably it's a scheme with mass appeal when reality stays concealed. And mass calamities reveal you reeled in like snapper caught for big Rex. Visions out of context, perplexed with finesse. Bars are one dice to the depths. Discovering shipwrecks, defense boiled as turmoil takes center stage. Like renovations rearrange, the Rednutcase is strange, provocative and deranged. Addicted can't be ashamed, cause it's the life that I'm living. Subliminally I'll be ripping like a bulldog to a kitten. Recite my life before I'm spitting. 100 times I've been bitten, encroaching laws that are written when condensation is dripping. Like in the fourth gear it's slipping. I hate the preachers that give the 4-year-olds a licking and fucker. They trigger the voice and their own commission with raven buzzer is flicking the switch to bring in a mission. They give the fuel the ignition, a beautiful mind like a schizophrenic mathematician.
Like acid beat.
Deliveries of magical proportions, taking your senses to a wondrous destination of self-distortion. Not clear to other horsemen in the spiritual cup. Luck forcing you to give up, but there's remorse in a caution you cut. Between two worlds, the same like parallel dimensions. Time spirals in between. Life remains separate, fencing your conscience behind the laws of comprehension. Like prison, there's no escape from this paradox prism, but enjoyment reigns supreme in this deployment of a dream. The lost soul drug creates a sub like soybean, and there's no thoughts of cream, just loving the element of surprise. Deeply humane, yet irrelevant in one's eyes. Transparent lies in every direction is your perception, but the cipher and the code of this experience is your intention. What isn't a question asked? I know what it is, a voice answers. Physically potent Swiss clench your fists like black panthers. Timeless visions enchant us, simplicity commands us as we're lost in what's sacred like the activity of dancers.
boys are eating poison, poised and ready to be taken on a journey through mind-shaping psychedelic places. Hide from telly, blazing many nights to get away from my reality, cause I always got another demon chasing. I'm taken aback by slack cats with a clear bloodstream running typical acts. Get with the metaphysical aspect to catch wreck. Proper fucking tragic and die with an accent. Try to relax, but I'm fried in the mind. Need to dry out, blurred vision be a warning sign. See me, I'm talking loud to nobody. Peeking like a nut when I'm stepping out my body on a hot day. Take what I need to survive. Thrive on a potent potion, twisting up the night. Me, I get by meddling with poison that's enchanted. Celebrate waiting for the seed that was planted to sprout.
Let's check that.
Little by little I give them time and don't get impatient. Critical minutes all intertwining to set the pace and envision fulfillable things that might have been said amazing. This is how I get off the mark, now my head is racing. Sitting down and letting my heart out with every statement. Spitting sound to measure my path round the threaded basin. Hit the kicks that pound incredibly dark like the dead awaken. Lost within the rhythm, my soul through the pen escaping. Locked in this position like soldiers in trenches waiting. Conjuring with wisdom, my goal is for restoration of some positive tuition like holding a presentation. Visit to prior brainstorm is caused by hesitation. If I'm to hibernate before it's born, my strength is wasting. Thinking I'll find my page torn, I thought I better phrase them like squirrels to find an acorn. I'm warmed up when I'm tasting. Back on track and doubly conscious feels like levitation. Spacking as the subtlety of concealed is gently shaken. Fathom a massive love of me cause I feel my generation. All the rappers that are muttering shit reveal a demonstration. You have a dream to build and attack with no reservation. Your passion needs to spill into cast and just let it greaten. You battle and secure then imagine you're never breaking. If the whack believe that ill use your rap as their medication. That's why I sit at home and just write to a beat. Tied to my seat, not leave until I like what I read. Cause time is the key to constructing a rhyme that's unique. A mind that is peak and inspire the blind and the weak. The thoughts of constructing a masterpiece increases my passion for living. Intact of the senses, interacting with fatal attraction. Then I begin to rap and the magical happens. I'm tapping tactically once back and forth until I find my soul scratching. Latched on my pen and pad like a dope fiend in double chamber. Survival my thirst and hunger, I've been starving for ages. Traces of waste of papers, once rated my greatest statements are payments for thoughts debated. Cremated a million pages, in stages my phrases dated. The memories that have faded, igniting the juice I pay and surveying. That's not the way and beginnings of our existence. Persistence is what I'm craving, portraying a claim of honesty. Banging beats entertainment, created with Mary Jane and her fragrance enhances mind state. My rhyme rate is hyper twisted like the swells in bass straight. And that's great, conventional methods with retrospective impressing those individuals. Shamelessly second guessing, confessing my life to paper and microphone second nature. Word placement is the forefront, simplicity see you later. Lost souls have come of age in these mad lands of Australia. Budsa and raving and spitting with perplex, clicking the fader.
Yo, who the fuck is cutting up in here? Kicking that shit that leave you laying up for days. Yeah, boy, I'm the best kept. Best kept secret.
You know I'm hitting hardest.
An opportune time for living while I'm paving my way. I'll sacrifice good intentions, I'm a negative slave. And take advice for directions, fornicating my day. Remaining somber till I hit repeat and crash the parade. To death we're enslaved, subliminally I'll seek to retreat. But when my eyes close it's practical to feed for that beat. My ship's incomplete, a half a dozen hours still home. As I'm suppressed and only shouted by the soul of my bloodstone. React quick to delegation, make it a must. Too cold to touch like a premonition, fade in the dust. Misplacing my trust, it only goes as far as my touch. Until the wishy-washy world of corporate views then erupt. And who gives a fuck about a 20-something lost kid? They find definitive assumptions paralyzing my wits. Tell them to get fucked in sudden ways, containing the mist. I touch base with the hierarchy, displaying my gift. Decaying like pills, the serotonin rotting away. Money talks, bullshit walks with all the values astray. Sustaining Rocky in his horror show, my theatre's a page. I search intensively like junkies for a bulging blue vein. Awake in the morn to find myself inside a doubtful mood is blatantly true. Is this the greatest case of deja vu over and over? Get it to stop, my mind's hot, fuck it, I'll break the lock. Living for hip-hop, awake in the morn to find myself inside a doubtful mood is blatantly true. Is this the greatest case of deja vu over and over? Get it to stop, my mind's hot, fuck it, I'll break the lock. Living for hip-hop, a stringent test to trust with strangers. The outcomes imminent, count down to the basis of this chap named Diligent. Straight spilling it while swinging as the wrist hits 6. In time with the labels printing as I lie like spins. Combined like limbs, his territory's undiscovered. Undercover and besmolded with the blaze. He smothered the ranged and love it. The wild kid deep in the grass. Camouflage defying scrutiny with time for a laugh. Divided to half, as segregation thickens the plot. To strike fear like the needle on a tetanus shot. Inventive in spots of bother as I'm reaping with props. Impeding on crops like underbelly tails of bent cops. Strive for the light, who wants to deal with half-assed images? Hypothetically a prisoner as my time is limitless. Once so frivolous, not giving them the time of the day. I'll clan around abusing power as I frolic and play. Bubonic like plagues, exposing them to Budsa's world. It's not my aim in this experience for mother of pearl. The rhymes will unfurl to document these years that'll pass while I'm still working for security of raising the class.
Inspire and plan to find a job where I can pay myself, supply and demand. It's like I'm stuck in a conveyor belt over and over. When does it stop? It might not, fuck it, I'm getting off. Living for hip-hop.
Awake in the morn to find myself inside a doubtful mood is blatantly true. Is this the greatest case of deja vu over and over? Get it to stop, my mind's hot, fuck it, I'll break the lock. Living for hip-hop, 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 hip-hop. Fuck it, I'm getting off. Living for hip-hop.